Alright, we're on the draw for game 2, but we've got a pretty good hand. Even if he has a fast start, which it looks like he does, we're going to have Which is Familiar up to block on turn 2. Ooh, and a Scavenger, which is not actually great right now. But if things go our way, we'll be able to trade off all our cheap threats for his, and oh wow, and he did not have a plan attacking us. This is very interesting. I think I want to block here. Even if he has a trick, it'll just make our Scavenger better. And he does not, so it's a very profitable trade. Bronze Sable is fine. I'm feeling much better about this game. We don't get to play the Witch is Familiar, but our Undergrowth Scavenger is more likely to be relevant on turn 3, or turn 4. Not to mention my opponent appears to be, stuck on 2 land, which is unfortunate for him, but makes it a little more worthwhile to foster our own plan over stopping his. And he is not in good shape. I don't think it's worth playing the Scavenger yet. I'm just gonna pass. We have plenty of time to... Okay, he drew his planes. Invoking a Living Totem. It's fine. So the nice thing about this is, well, I'll just show you what's nice about this. For one, we're going to ulcerate this. Ooh, okay. So we could play this as a 3-3, but I think what's even nicer is we're just going to pass the turn here, and then we get to trade. He gets to trade off his Bronze Sable for our Witch is Familiar, which is generally pretty good for him, but it makes our Scavenger a 5-5, which is very good. And we could consider on making the Graves at end of turn, but I don't think we need to. That's fine. No, he did not want to trade. So, okay, it's interesting. We could restock for Ulcerate, but maybe that's correct. Razorfoot Griffin could be a problem later on. Play my land. Kind of interesting. Could also signal, if he didn't want to trade, it could signal that he has a Triplicate Spirits in his hand that he wants to get out. And I know he's not holding any lands because he just played out the 2 planes that he drew over the last 2 turns. Doesn't feel good to blow the restock so early, which is unfortunate, especially if we need this Ulcerate later. I think I'm going to go with my gut though and just do this because we have the Scavenger in our hand, so like I said, it's more worthwhile to clear the board as early and often as possible, just so we can, it's more likely we can play it. Also possible he just didn't want to attack there because we had mana open, so now that we don't, he might be more incentivized to make the trade. Depending on, okay, he drew the land, so now he's tapping out. Well, there's Nissa. Okay. Well, now we're a little less suited to fight that. Well, if he attacks here, I'm still going to trade. He does not want to. Oh, well. Okay, so that changes things. My plan was to play the Scavenger and then attack Nissa, but I might just want to play out Nixilis and then attack out Nissa instead. I think that's what I'm going to do. Now he'll pretty much have to block here, unless he has an immediate answer to the Obnixilis, I suppose. We're going to be taking a lot of damage next turn, assuming this Obnixilis does not grow. I guess we could jump with the Mystic, but tokens have trample. Okay, and he took it as I figured he would. Let's play this. Hopefully he does not have a Pillar of Light or some such card. Would not be unreasonable. Tiltless Cathar, sure. It's pretty annoying. Uh-oh. Oh, right, he has the Selfless Cathar. I was wondering why he was attacking with the Bronze Sable. Okay, so gotta make a decision here. I think the best course of action is chumping the Bronze Sable and taking 8, possibly 10. Doesn't feel good. Because next turn we'll be able to kill the Nissa, play the Scavenger. It's pretty rough. Okay, so let's assume we did this. What if we block the Bronze Sable here, he's forced to blow the Cathar, we go down to 2, Obnixilis dies, we get to attack back Nissa, play the Scavenger, but then he still has his 2 4/4s, so that line doesn't quite work. Yeah, it's kind of rough. I think the best course of action here is to chump the Bronze Sable. Then we get to kill Nissa with the Obnixilis, leave back 2 blockers for his presumably 2 4/4 attackers. Obnixilis grows, which could be relevant later, assuming we survive that long. Swiftclaw, that's not good. What are our options here? If we attack Nissa, like we kind of have to, and then we play the Scavenger, we have 2 blockers, but he kills us. I think we're just dead on board. Don't think there's anything we can really do here. It's unfortunate. Yeah, Nissa's a good card, I heard. Let's hope he doesn't have it in game 3.